Hi, my name is Norma Van Horn, and I visualize a world in which everyone has access to inner peace. So, what I want to share today is a very powerful exercise that was co created with nature, and it's really powerful for those of us who feel like we can't receive, that sometimes don't know our place, don't feel like we belong, that really that don't know how to receive. And part of the problem with that, is that we're disconnected from the life that is happening all around us. It's just so common. We ride above the surface instead of really belonging and being in the energy that's all around us. We're surrounded by energy. We are conscious beings surrounded by conscious beings. And we're surrounded by the energy, but we live in our heads and we ride above the surface of all the energy that's all around us. And so, of course, we don't know our place, we don't belong, and a natural byproduct of that is that we don't know how to receive. So that's really what's happening when we don't know how to receive. We're disconnected. So here's a very powerful exercise that I want to offer to sink even more deeply into and practice belonging within the energy that's already all around us all the time. So I'm here in my backyard, and you might hear some sounds happening all around, and that's just the consciousness of the life that's all around. But this is what the exercise looks like. So first and foremost, find some nature and find your spot. You'll know it. You'll see that tree or that bush or whatever the life is, that patch that you're drawn to. And that's energy. It's really important to start there. Like, find your spot. That's the spot that your energy wants to experience this practice in. So that's the first step. Find your spot. And take a breath into the body in your spot. This is my spot. That happens to be in the backyard. This isn't my spot every day. This is just the one that's most accessible every day. And I come out and practice this on a regular basis. So when we find the spot, then I'm going to share with you some information. And this is to help begin visualizing the belonging. So trees, biologists now tell us that trees are social beings. And what they mean by that is trees can count, they can learn, they can remember, they can nurse sick members. They warn each other of danger by sending electrical signals across a fungal network. And for reasons unknown, they keep ancient stumps of long-felled companions alive by feeding them a sugar solution through the roots. Imagine that. And all of that is happening right here beneath our very noses, beneath our very consciousness. So trees have consciousness. Trees, everything has consciousness, but trees have a consciousness. They are tending to the energy that's all around them in a different way than we do, but that doesn't make it not conscious. And so exhale just with the knowledge. Let that in, that trees carry consciousness. The trees carry consciousness. And so take a moment and just softening the gaze, bringing the awareness into the body. Just take in the tree that's your tree, that's your spot. Just take it in for a moment. Take a breath. And then, using our brains, let's remember and visualize the communication that's happening all around us with these trees and all the trees that are all around. Just visualize that massive network, the mitochondrial network, the network happening underground, and all the consciousness and communication that's happening. And then tuning into the feeling, the knowledge of the feeling of the knowledge that trees have consciousness, and that as much as we are perceiving the tree in its own way, the tree is perceiving us. This tree that I'm leaning up against right now, this tree is perceiving me. Let that sink in and exhale. So what we're going to do now, with that knowledge that we are also being perceived and we are being received. We are being received by the tree, whether we're aware of it or not. So now what we're going to do is we are going to see if we can really let that in. So softening the body, softening the gaze, feeling into the belly. I find it easiest to do this on an exhale. So on the inhale, maybe become aware of your perception of the tree. And on the exhale, very slowly as you exhale, see if you can allow the sensation on the inside, allow the wall that's on the inside, covering the heart and covering the chest. See if you can let it just recede just a little bit, and you can take in and allow that tree to receive you and perceive you. It's very subtle. So take 5 breaths. On the inhale, you can just be neutral or even be very, very gently taking in the tree. And on the exhale, letting that wall down and allowing yourself to be perceived and received by the tree. 5 breaths at your own rate and pace, and you can go more if you want to. So you can pause this now and take that in and come back. There's one more invitation after your 5 or more breaths. Because what's next is that you're going to walk up to the tree, and you're actually going to then touch the tree. Touch the tree. And then feel, this is the 3rd step, feel into the belly and just feel the sensations inside the body when you're consciously engaging with the life that's right here. It's an energy exchange. It is perceiving, the tree is perceiving and receiving you. You are consciously becoming aware and allowing the tree inside. It's an energy exchange. So it's a 3-step process. The first is to pick your spot and perceive the tree. The second is to allow yourself to be seen and received by the tree. And then that 3rd is to do it through touch. So anyway, try this 3 times a day for 5 days. And tell me how it doesn't change your relationship with everything. Because once we start to let that wall down, that wall that keeps us separated from the life that is happening all around us, it's a totally different way of relating to life. It increases intuition, it increases belonging, and knowing inner peace, a little bit of bliss, certainly a lot of inner peace. So if you try this, let me know. Thank you. Bye.